all else being equal, gamers have a higher chance than non-gamers of performing better at school and a lower chance of experiencing problems with their peers. Carderas, the author of the New York Post article, references hundreds of studies he claims to cite in his book and on his webpage. This is an impressive rhetorical trick, though his number is somewhat less than the number the DSM committee came up with 3 years ago. Presumably, there would be more studies, and not fewer, in intervening years. Citing that many studies makes him sound authoritative, while disincentivizing anyone who might want to dispute him. Not all of us have Bishop's determination. When we took a look at his webpage, we saw that it does include some peer-reviewed studies. But it also references law enforcement speculation that the massacre by Adam Lanza at the Sandy Hook Elementary School was a result of his video game psychosis. It's true that there is research linking the overuse of electronics to mental health disorders, but the arrow of causation still isn't clear, says David Hill, chair of the American Academy of Pediatrics Council on Communications and Media. No one has been able to tell whether excessive screen time can cause mental health disorders, or whether people with underlying disorders are more predisposed to problematic use of interactive media. At any rate, Carderas didn't contribute his conclusions to the scientific body of evidence whatsoever. Searching a database of the academic literature for Nick Carderas, and in Carderas doesn't turn up a single peer-reviewed publication about tech addiction, internet addiction, or psychology. That means that while the claims given weight by a PhD following Carderas' name are out there to frighten parents, he's never submitted them for other scientists and clinicians to evaluate. In an interview with The Verge, Carderas didn't dispute that he hadn't published in the peer-reviewed literature. Instead, he said that he wanted to reach the broadest audience possible by publishing in the popular press. But Rich worries that disseminating information having to do with mental health this way stirs up hysteria and clouds our ability to deal with it. This kind of hysteria doesn't lead to that kind of thoughtful, evidence-based, mindful use of these tools that, after all, we all have to use, Rich says. Both Rich and Hill agree with Carderas' recommendation that parents should take an active role in their children's media use. But while parents should be alert to whether screen time is displacing other activities, they also need to realize that screens are becoming an unavoidable part of the child's environment. In school, with friends, even on the street, where billboards are increasingly replaced by digital screens. Children will be exposed to them. I think that the approach we should take to it is to understand that all of us have changed the way we live because of the way we use these devices. But we also have to be aware that they are just tools. They are neutral. What we do with them and what we demonstrate for our children and what we let our children do with them is what determines the outcome, Rich says. Just as we need to learn to drive a car safely, we need to learn how to drive the internet safely. Again, this is another tool that increases our freedom, increases our ability to do things, but also has great potential danger. But we don't get in cars thinking, oh, I could get addicted.
Hey, go ahead and share with your neighbor what you highlighted in the new color.
I didn't pay attention.
I highlighted.
Why am I live right now? My mom's gonna beat my ass if she sees this.
More than 3,000 children.
My mom's gonna beat my ass if she sees this video because she knows my channel.
Do you like Fortnite?
In the chat. I'm causing that.
Do you like Fortnite?
I'm thankful for
Wait, that's not your live.
That's not. This is my live. Look, that's me.
You casting out?
I'm casting. Yeah, I'm casting that. Chat. Is this real?
What about the
I live next to Diddy. I live next to Diddy.
what about
What about
the
the
magician?
huh?
The magician.
The magician?
Yeah, he just did trick your house.
Oh shit! No, I got. I'm casting that. I have dreads. I shave my dreads. And I got Ray right here. Josh, I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live.
He's live. He's casting out.
Casting that. I have 36.
What's his?
Yeah, no. I don't want to hear.
What's your channel? What's your channel? What's your channel?
Okay, we are going to do exactly what we did last time. Is there someone? Joshua, you were a scribe last time, right? Brandon was
You
the
were.
scribe last time.
Oh,
Matt, will you please be the scribe this time? Come up here. What is? Huh? Yes, you can take you're welcome to take some notes wherever you like, but everyone should have in front of them
Oh, that.
have Becker in front of them. It's fine. There, a lot of them are going to be
True
notes, so like pages, and you don't have to write the whole
No,
sentence.
no.
It's things that folks can find it themselves. I'll start down with the first few where you don't have to write the whole sentence, and I'll tell you what you should write instead.
What the ads are.
Okay. Becker didn't just write this for no reason. Why did she? Is this a peanut on?
No way.
Well, as
Peanuts?
you like, we're in a 3-week. If I pick up food, then you know what that means.
No.
Everyone should have Becker in front of them. Again, everyone should have Becker in front of them. Don't have the summary in front of you. I want you to have Becker in front of you. What we just read through, that's what you should have in front of you. Waiting on many of you to have Becker in front of you. Okay, Becker didn't just write this for no reason. She wasn't planning on writing this. Why did she write this article? Why did she write this article, Riker?
She wrote the articles and then like other parents don't, because Bernard said some things that weren't fully correct, weren't fully wrong, but weren't fully correct, and didn't have evidence that was true to it. So she was trying to explain to people that that's not what it actually happens, and so don't base your ideas off of that.
There you go. So you can write, she wrote in response to Carderas. This whole thing is about him. That's why she's saying, calling it digital heroin is digital garbage. What is the big point that she is trying to make? Again, what's the big point that she's trying to make? What is it, John?
That screens aren't digital cocaine.
That screens aren't digital cocaine. So you could write that. It's that screens aren't digital cocaine, aren't digital drugs. But that's not her biggest main point. What do you think it is, Janai?
Screens aren't actually that bad.
That's pretty much what John just said.
Now.
Woodrow?
That Carderas is wrong. What
You are in the right neighborhood. You are on the right street.
Carderas, what he thinks is not right. Some of it is wrong.
Wait, what was that? I feel like there's a combination there of John, what you were saying. Isla.
Like one of her main points is that screens aren't something new, so it's not like it's like
That's part of her evidence. Adelaide?
She's getting at that Carderas is just trying to scare you.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. her main point is Carderas is trying to scare whom? Whom did she say?
Parents, adults. Yeah.
Yes, parents.
She sounds like my favorite.
Okay, let's go ahead and scroll down to she has a number of points where he says this, but he's wrong because. Scroll down to where you first see that. He says this, but he's wrong because.
Wait.
The first one you may find is, does anyone see it?
Wait.
It relates to John.
Oh yeah, the little boy. I found it. On like paragraph like 20 maybe. No matter.
No, it's
What, I'm wrong.
it's like 5. It's like 5 and 10.
Paragraph
Isa?
5.
On line like 40 or on line like 55, she was talking about how like Kadaris was saying that that John's mom like found him in a catatonic state, but also he's found kids who have staring wide-eyed and bloodshot at Harry Potter. So she's saying that it's not, oh, Minecraft and screens. It's also
here, I got
like Harry Potter and all these other things.
And kids learning restraint. It is the word catatonic, and she mentions catatonic much earlier. Where's her first mention of catatonic? On what line, Woodrow?
Oh, it's catatonic.
Okay, on what line do you see catatonic?
I saw like another one where
Jacob? 24. Everyone go to line 24 and read what she wrote there about catatonic, Jacob.
Same.
The little boy who was so hooked on Minecraft that his mom found him in his room in the middle of the night in a catatonic stupor. His iPad lying next to him.
God, dude.
This is an astonishing use of catatonic, and it's almost certainly not medical.
There you go. Catatonic is actually a medical term. And so what I want you to write here in our notes, Matt, is she disagrees with use of word catatonic. And then catatonic, C-A-T-A. It's just like it sounds, catatonic. Cat, A, tonic. Like Sonic, but with a T.
A-T.
Catatonic. And her evidence is catatonic is actually a medical term. So really, I doubt you found him in a catatonic stupor. I think you're exaggerating. What's another thing that he says that she says is wrong?
Here.
I would love to hear more from Elena, I'd love to hear something from Freckles, from Joshua, from Sonia, from Tesfatsion, from Bryn. Love to hear something from Harper, from Evelyn, from Mason. What's something that she says, what's something that Cardera says that she says that's wrong? Elena,
On line 50, I think.
everyone go to 50.
So Carrara said that in an interview with The Verge that the Dunes doesn't offer therapy for tech addiction, and that his OPED wasn't driven by financial addition.
Yes, let's pause here a moment and cook on that, Elena. Because when we first read Carderas, right, we were told he had 3 addiction clinics. What does that make us think about him?
That he
That he
that
what?
is a specialist on.
That he's a specialist on addiction. We all agreed about that. But when we said he has 3 addiction clinics, what do we think about him as a person?
He's rich.
That's not what we would have thought about him. That's what we know about him now. Harper, what does that make us think about him? Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that he's a good person and wants to help people. But what is Becker telling us, Harper?
That they're like very expensive to get.
Yeah, how much, Harper? $50,000 a month.
Oh.
$50,000 a month, and they don't even specialize in tech addiction.
Holy
They are
moly.
probably for rich people trying to stop drinking or stop doing cocaine.
That's a lot of money.
Money, yeah.
So what you could put there is
That's
in the points. The point is his clinics are actually basically just bougie and they're not helping kids at all. So that's a lot. Thank you so much, Elena, for that. Levi, Adelaide, Riker, Freckles. What's something that you highlighted, Adelaide?
Thing that I highlighted is that when she's talking about a British in online like 150 to like
Everyone go to 150.
165, she's talking about how there's this British science some points about like how there were 500 year reviewed newspapers showing that technology harmed the brain when Oxford University psychologists.
Was that the bell?
Yeah.
What was that?
W's in the chat. In the chat. Chat.
I don't want to.
In the chat. About chat.
Are you gonna be live and scary?
I'll think about it.
Live chat.